Hey, friends. Jesus doesn't mind your questions, even the seeming silly ones. Right? We've been looking at John 3 1 to 21, and there's a funny kind of a mix up that happens in Nicodemus and Jesus' conversation. We're going to read verses 3 and 4 and just, right, some of the lessons that we do, it's like a very direct application. This is kind of a more meta, like because we're looking down on the story, something kind of funny that happens, not like a direct, like theological application. But John 3, verses 3 and 4. Jesus replied, "Very truly I tell you, no one can see the kingdom of God unless they're born again." "How can someone be born when they are old?" Nicodemus asked. "Surely they can't enter a second time into their mother's womb to be born." Right? Nicodemus is going, "You want me to do what to my mom?" Right? Jesus, he would frequently take everyday experiences and apply them to the kingdom. And that's what he's doing here. He's trying to explain a heavenly concept. Like there's a transition that you have to go through, Nicodemus. Um, if you want to see the kingdom of heaven, you've got to go through a type of a rebirth. And so Nicodemus, he hears this, and he's, obviously he's because they've never been taught anything like this. You don't really see this in the Old Testament. You see that someone can like become a part of the Jewish nation, but you don't hear him talking about like a rebirth. And so Nicodemus, he's looking at this, going, "Is he literally? Is he serious? Is this what he wants to do?" And what you see is Jesus being extremely patient with him. Jesus answered, verse 5, "Very truly I tell you, no one can enter the kingdom of God unless they're born of the water and the Spirit." He's going, "No, that's not what I meant, Nicodemus. I just mean there's going to be another rebirth." See, Jesus doesn't mind your questions. Uh, and we have to take the same approach, right? One of my core beliefs about Jesus is that he meets people right where they're at. And so that people that don't have a lot of exposure to the Bible or faith or anything, they've got a lot of misunderstandings. To be quite frank, those of us that have been exposed to faith in the Bible have a lot of misunderstandings. And so we've got to be learned to be patient with people, right? People that see the world, people that see the Bible the way that we do, people that don't see the Bible the way that we do. It breaks my heart that there's so many followers of Jesus that whenever you start talking about something that they don't agree with, they just, oh, done with you. And that's not supposed to be the way that it was, or the way that it is. Jesus was patient with Nicodemus. He doesn't mind the questions. He doesn't mind the wrestling, right? Think about it. He wrestled with Jacob, right? He told Isaiah, "Come, let us reason together." He has a conversation with Abraham, right? If about Sodom and Gomorrah, right? He doesn't mind the conversation. He doesn't mind the questions. He's so patient, and we need to be too. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye.